Good evening, I'm Julius Fernandez, and you're watching The Verified, the news truth, bringing you the top stories from around the world right here at home. Now let's begin with the latest developments making headlines across the globe. For that, here's Miss Sahonia.
Thank you, Mr. Fernandez. In world news tonight, a widely circulated video on social media claimed to show Chinese military aircraft, including cargo planes escorted by fighter jets, delivering humanitarian aid to Gaza by air truck. Many users praised China's supposed involvement, saying it had succeeded where others failed, and was providing urgent help to Palestinians during the Israeli siege. This video, however, quickly went viral with misleading captions, prompting questions about whether China had actually taken such bold humanitarian action in Gaza.
Although the article from National World attempts to clarify viral footage of Chinese jets allegedly airdropping over Gaza, its evaluation of sources raises concerns. The video, originally posted on TikTok, was widely misinterpreted, and relying on such unverified social media content as a primary source risks spreading misinformation. The article also cites Xinhua News to support China's humanitarian efforts, but omits that China's confirmed aid was sent via land routes earlier this year, not by air. Experts warn that mixing unverified clips with partial context from state media can distort the public's understanding of international events.
Recently, viral videos have circulated online claiming that China used fighter jets to deliver humanitarian aid to Gaza by dropping packages via parachutes. But what's the truth behind this dramatic scene? Chinese fighter jets dropped aid packages over Gaza using parachutes. Fact: this is false. The video shows UAE and Western military planes, not Chinese aircraft. Some of the aid packages even display UAE flags. A video shows Chinese jets flying over the pyramids to deliver aids to Gaza. Fact: wrong again. That video was taken during Eagles of Civilization 2025, a military exercise between Egypt and China. It had nothing to do with aid to Gaza. Third, China sent humanitarian aid to Gaza. Fact: this is true. China provided 60,000 food parcels to family in Gaza, but through land deliveries, not by air. These were delivered through Jordan and in partnership with UN agencies. In summary, while China did send aid, it was through ground convoys, not fighter jets or airdrops. All videos showing airdrops from Chinese jets are either misattributed, taken out of context, or from unrelated military drills. And that's a look at today's most significant event for overseas.
Clearly, situations like this remind us how essential it is to verify information and rely on credible sources, especially when reports can be easily misinterpreted. Turning now to the top stories across the Philippines. Here's Miss Balderas.
Across the nation, one story in particular has stirred public debate, a widely circulated claim that turned out to be misleading. Here's what we've confirmed so far. Former President Rodrigo Duterte's arrest has triggered strong reactions from his family, especially his daughter Kitty Duterte, who called the event kidnapping. She accused authorities of forcibly taking her father without proper legal procedures and raised concerns about his medical treatment and whereabouts. The article highlights how this narrative quickly spread on social media, with political figures also echoing the claim. However, the article's framing and particularly its headline can be misleading. Independent fact-checkers and officials have confirmed that Duterte's arrest was carried out legally under the International Criminal Court's warrant, with all proper procedures followed, including the presentation of valid warrant, reading of rights, medical evaluations, and a coordinated extradition process. By focusing heavily on the kidnapping claim, without equally emphasizing the official responses and legal context, the article risks giving readers the false impression that the arrest was unlawful. This framing may contribute to misinformation and deepen political polarization in the country.
Politico's recent article on the arrest of President Rodrigo Duterte raises serious concerns over accuracy and framing. The story highlights a viral Instagram post made by Kitty Duterte where she called her father's arrest kidnapping. While her statement is newsworthy, the article heavily relies on emotional reaction without offering crucial legal context. It fails to explain that Duterte's arrest was carried out under a valid warrant under the International Criminal Court and confirmed by the Philippine Department of Justice. The headline itself, Kitty says dad kidnapped, uses a term without clarification, reinforcing a misleading narrative. By prioritizing unverified social media context over official records, the article risks distorting public understanding of an international legal case. Politico, known more for tabloid-style reporting than verified journalism, has been criticized before for sensational framing. This case is no exception.
Kitty Duterte alleged that her father was kidnapped and unlawfully detained, calling on the public to wake up. The Politico article highlights this claim without providing any legal or official context to support or challenge it. In contrast, the International Criminal Court had already issued a warrant of arrest on March 7, 2025, based on findings by Pre-Trial Chamber 1. By March 12, the ICC confirmed that Duterte was in custody through lawful cooperation with Philippine authorities, directly contradicting Kitty's accusation. Furthermore, on March 13, the Department of Justice released a statement affirming that Duterte's transfer was legal and consistent with a 2023 Supreme Court ruling that upheld the Philippines' continuing obligations to the ICC despite its earlier withdrawal. Notably, the Politico article made no mention of the ICC warrant or any official legal basis, resulting in a misleading and incomplete narrative. This highlights the importance of relying on verified, evidence-based sources when evaluating high-profile events.
From national headlines to what's happening in our own neighborhood, here's Miss Ancob with the latest local update.
A summary of an article posted by the PTV Cebu, ikasab-an sa inahan kay nag-uyab-uyab, 15 anyos nagpusil sa kaugalingon. A 15-year-old female student who unfortunately took her life during 8 a.m. in the morning of January 21, 2025, located in Sitio Puntod, Barangay Pundol, Balambat. It's been discovered that she used a 9mm pistol to shoot herself in the head. The victim, who we can call Claire, was seen dead at the scene by his 8-year-old younger brother. What a tragic scene for anyone to see, especially a young child. Apparently, Claire has used her father's 9mm gun as her father is a seaman. The gun used in the incident is legally registered and now is expected to be taken as evidence in the case. The motive for the incident is that the mother of Claire has forbidden her from entering into a relationship. But Claire made the decision that she wanted to enter a relationship. The victim was allegedly scolded by her mother over the issue that she had a boyfriend. Authorities suspect that the victim may have been hurt or embarrassed by what happened and was unable to cope with the emotional pain. Therefore, she has taken her life. The mother of the victim, on the other hand, was questioned and investigated, but has not given any statements about the incident.
On January 23, 2025, the Sunstar Superbalita Cebu, a tabloid-style local news subsidiary of reputable Sunstar Cebu daily newspaper, reported that a 15-year-old girl from Balamban who allegedly shot herself, presumably sourced from the police station of Balamban Municipal Police Station, BTV Cebu was misleading in this tragedy article, as a Red user claimed, for one, that she was a close friend of the victim and the victim committed suicide for different reasons. In addition, the neutral title, Dalagang Naghikog, does not identify as dating as a main cause of suicide. Though the story attributes details to the municipal police station chief, suggesting it is based on official information, the report was very specific and it lacked personal details like statements from the family of the victim. So not only does it lack independent confirmation from the victim's family or people of the community, it is most likely sourced only from the police, and there are no other local outlets that covered this news, so Cebu Daily News or The Freeman. So readers should treat it with caution. And to sum it up, the article is not false, but its style follows the tabloid tradition, sensationalizing a confirmed tragedy without adding independent verification or compassionate sensitivity.
So now we move in with the comparison with correct and evidence-based information. So the article published by UTV Cebu uses the headline, "Ikasab-an sa inahan kay nag-uyab-uyab, 15 anyos nagpusil sa kaugalingon," which translates to, "Scolded by their mother for having a relationship, a 15-year-old killed themselves." Reddit user Swellis claims to have been a friend of the person mentioned and claims that people who personally knew her knew that this is not the main reason why she committed. With Swellis input in mind, this shows that UTV Cebu was misleading in its tragedy article. To add further, the article published under Sunstar Cebu reports the news with a neutral stance as seen in its neutral title, Talaga Nagpikog, which translates to "Young woman committed suicide." This article does not indicate dating as the main reason for the person's suicide.
Thank you, Ms. Ancog. Reports like this remind us that fact-checking is vital in both historical and contemporary analysis because it separates truth from misinformation. In history, it ensures that records reflect reality, not bias or propaganda. In today's fast-paced world, fact-checking guards the public against fake news and deceptive narratives, helping people make informed decisions. Simply put, without facts, both past and present risk being rewritten. As part of our commitment to responsible journalism, we will always work to verify the facts and provide you with information you can trust. Stay with us. There's more ahead on Verified, the news truth, after the short break.